Everything is a lid. Y'all already know. But SaysSo Talks is because here, some stuff just need to be talked about. Now let's go.
Hi everybody, this is Ashley with Ashley Says So, and I have been telling you guys that I had a second channel. I just would never tell you guys where the channel was because I didn't want you guys to subscribe until I knew what I wanted to do with the channel. Now, some of y'all skippy heads are truly dedicated to the Says So squad, and you guys went and did your own research and found the channel anyway, which is cool because I basically used you guys as a beta test group while I went through uploading scary stories and true crime in storytelling format. And you guys gave me great reviews, you guys gave me great feedback, but I never was truly happy with the product. I just didn't feel like it was coming together the way it should. And I have been thinking on what to do, and then that Carlee Russell case happened. And if any of you guys were on the live where I talked about the Carlee Russell case, I told you that the situation was so crazy that it kind of made me want to revamp my second channel and basically turn it into something where I was talking about current news events. So that's what this is. My new channel that started off as Night Tales is now named SaysSo Talks, and we will be discussing current news, true crimes, maybe celebrity stuff here and there if it's something really big. Honestly, I think I'm probably just gonna be on here talking, probably just giving my opinion on a wide variety and wide range of things. And no, this microphone ain't plugged up. It's just sitting on my lap, but I felt like I was supposed to have it. The other channels and stuff had it, doggone it. But let's get back to Carlee, because Carlee, girl, what? Now, I'm not sure how many of you watched the live here on the Ashley Says So channel. It was the day before Hoover Police did their broadcast update where them folks got on there and told all Carlee business, child. Honey, that man stood up there with his best Sunday suit on and went to town, baby. He was telling so much, I had to check and see if he had told some of my business from my Google search activity. But seriously though, the Hoover Police basically revealed that Carlee had searched things like how much would a Amber Alert cost. They also revealed that she'd read up on the plot of the movie Taken. And one of the biggest things that they revealed that Carlee can get in trouble for right now is that she stole some items from her job on the night she went missing. And they talked about so much more stuff than that. If you guys have not seen the broadcast, I will have it pinned in the top comment of this video. But to move on though, I created this video because of two things. First things, I told y'all so. I told y'all that doggone girl wasn't kidnapped. And the second reason I uploaded this video is because if Carlee did this for the reason that I think she did it, then a conversation needs to be had. Now, let me make this clear. I have no concrete proof or concrete evidence that Carlee staged her own kidnapping or faked her own kidnapping to get the attention of her man. I have absolutely no concrete proof of that. Only rumors that are going around. And this rumor in particular, Carlee's boyfriend cheated on her sometime in the recent past, and so she did this whole thing to get back at him. Me personally, guys, just like I told y'all on my live, I absolutely do believe that rumor. I believe that is the reason that Carlee did all of this. I do. Because in my past, I was cheated on, and if it seemed like that the person that I was dating didn't care about the fact that he cheated on me, or if it seemed like he didn't understand or care about what he was doing to my heart, I would do extreme things to try to make him care, to try to make him see me, to try to make him love me in the way that I thought that he should love me. Now, I didn't stage no full kidnappings and stuff like that. That's a little bit too far to me. But I certainly have done things like threaten to hurt myself or act like something had happened to me or I had been hurt physically. I'll tell you something big I did. This actually was the biggest thing that I'd ever done to get my mate's attention. We were having problems going through a bad time, and I texted and said that I had been in a car wreck, all to get my lover's attention. Most of these episodes happened in my early 20s, and I am not proud of these episodes at all. But everybody knows Ashley keeps it real, and those episodes happen. And at the time, I didn't understand what was wrong with me. I didn't know what was wrong with me, but I absolutely do understand it now. It was a mental problem. And I want you guys to understand that when I say that, and when I said it about Carlee, her having a mental break or a lapse in judgment, I'm not saying like, oh, poor me, take pity on her, take pity on me because, I'm having mental problems. I'm not saying it that way. Oh, it was a mental problem, as in I was being narcissistic, I was being controlling, I was being passive aggressive, and just about any other thing that you can name. I was being all of those things. Really, I was being a monster. And I didn't even recognize it or realize it, because all I could see was me. Me. I wanted him to care. I wanted him to love me. And because he didn't do it in the way that I thought he should do it. I'm not saying that he didn't love me, but he didn't love me in the way that I thought he should love me. And so I wanted him to hurt. And that was a real, true problem that I had. And to be honest with you, I had a lot of more problems in life, but that is the problems that I had dealing with the relationship side of things. But as time moved along, the years kept coming, and I continued to grow into my adulthood. I did not like the person that I was becoming. At one point, my life just started falling apart, and I didn't see it then, but I was the one driving my life into the ground. I was a spoiled brat. I was manipulative, and I had to step back to really see myself, to see what was going on inside of myself. And of course, I went through a severe depression and really, honestly, barely wanted to live. And please, as I'm telling you guys this, don't look at this as like a one-dimensional thing. Like, dang, you barely wanted to live because your relationship wasn't working out. It's not that simple. There were other things going on in life. And it's a shame that I have to stop to break that down. But some of y'all petty out there and messy, baby. So anyways, it was just all type of things going on in life. And after a while, it came to a point where, I didn't even feel like I should be here anymore. But by the time I had made it to that stage, I was a mother. So I had to be here because I wasn't going to leave and have somebody else raise my child. I just wasn't going to do it. But I also wasn't going to go through life losing. I wasn't about to do that. I wasn't going to go through life failing. So I had to fix myself. That was the only option. I started to research and find out what was wrong with me. I started to read self-help and self-care books, and I stopped dealing in the negative. And of course, like most of you already know, I tell you guys all the time, I started to focus on the positive. I also intentionally dropped my pride. I made it my intention to stop being nasty, stop being negative. I started apologizing to people who deserved an apology from me. Even went back to people from my past and started to apologize to them. I apologized to myself. I completely let my ego go. I dropped this whole nasty thing of, oh, well, if I messed up, I just messed up. I'm not finna apologize to them. They ain't finna get one over on me. I dropped that whole mentality of feeling like somebody was trying to get something over on me or trying to be better than me. I just made a complete and total revamp of my life. I started to admit when I was wrong, and the biggest thing, or one of the biggest things that I started to do, was stop trying to force people to do what I wanted them to do. Stop trying to force people to think the way I wanted them to think. Stop trying to force people to live the way that I thought that they should live. Agreeing to disagree and live and letting live became a big part of my life. Everybody is not going to cater to or like Ashley, and that is okay. That is okay. They are entitled to their feelings, their opinions. Even when it came to the people that I was dating, I understood that now. You can't force somebody to love you or do things the way you want them to do. You cannot force that. What you do is do what you're supposed to do for you. Live the life you're supposed to live for you. Clean your mind and your heart up for you. Stop worrying about everybody else. If somebody is doing you wrong and you cannot deal with it, then leave. But don't try to force the person to do right, because they should care. Why don't they care? Who knows, honey? Who knows? But that's not up to you to try to force that person to care or love you in the way that you want them to. Leave it alone. If you can't deal with what they're doing, then leave. Tell them what you will and will not put up with and leave it at that. You ain't got to start fussing, acting a fool. If you start to see things are not lining up with the way that you have stated you wanted your relationship to go, you can either give that person a pep talk, tell them to get it together, or you can just shoot the deuces and leave, because you've already said what you are and are not going to to deal with. Do not give them the energy that I used to give out in my early 20s. Do not do that. It is not worth it, and you can't change anything, and you're not supposed to change nothing. You're supposed to do what you do for you. Don't do what I did, and if we find out that Carlee did all this stuff over a man, definitely don't do what her behind did. But to move on, after I revamped my life, I became a much softer woman, a much more loving woman, a better person, and my life started to come together, and my path became a whole lot easier. I had a lot of reasons to smile and be silly, which is the Ashley y'all see today. My finances became better. My mental health sure enough became better. And my glow up actually caused my mate to experience his own glow up, because he also noticed that a lot of stuff that he was doing was out of spite. A lot of stuff that he was doing was trying to get back at me. So we were doing this to each other like crazy folks, child. But we stopped it. We stopped trying to get back at each other. We stopped trying to hurt each other. We started to be on the same team. Again, I don't know if Carlee's man was the reason for her doing this. If that's true, it's a shame, because that means that she let herself get too wrapped up into this young man. From what it's looking like, though, Carlee may have to face charges for what she did. And if they choose to go that route, she deserves it. She does deserve it. It goes right back to the basics. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Now, some of y'all may think that's harsh, and you may be wondering like, dang, Ashley, you said you used to be in her same predicament. Like, you don't think you being harsh? No, I do not, because I know that it took taking accountability and taking responsibility to make me change. If I kept on being bailed out for the things that I was doing, I would have never changed. I would have just continued to go down that same road, getting worse and worse, until my behind probably would be out there seeing imaginary babies on the highway. So no, I think she does have to take responsibility and take accountability, just like every other human being on this earth. As far as her parents, I do still feel bad for them in some way. First off, they thought their daughter was truly missing when they first got on that news and pleaded for everybody's help. They thought their daughter was missing. And then now I feel bad for them, because even if Carlee lied, she is still their daughter. So they still are trying to rally around and protect their daughter. But my advice to them would be to stop all this ridiculous mess getting mad at everybody else. You know, y'all going to the news talking about we will not be bullied. You know, we're going to protect our daughter. Baby, go on somewhere. Because how y'all going to be bullied by the same people y'all were just asking for prayers to find your daughter? The much better option is just to come on out and admit the truth. You know what I'm saying? Admit that your daughter may have faked this whole thing, but that you guys didn't know that. And then after you admit the truth, apologize. Apologize on your behalf as parents, and apologize on your child's behalf. And then try to help Carlee become a better person and to make better decisions. That's all you have to do. She messed up. She messed up. We all mess up. Some people mess up more than others, or their mess ups are bigger than others, but we all mess up. Stop taking your anger out on the public. Do what you got to do and help your child get through the upcoming storm that she may face. Child. The scandal, child. The scandal. And this is not even an Ashley Says So Old Hollywood Scandalous video. But I want to end it by saying this video will be uploaded on the Ashley Says So channel, as well as my new channel, SaysSo Talks. If you guys are watching from my new channel, or if you guys are headed over to subscribe to my new channel, I'm going to tell you that SaysSo Talks is SaysSo Talks. Now, we will definitely cut up and act silly, because that's who I am. We will be serious when it's time for it, and we will tell the truth. Just like on Ashley Says So, here on SaysSo Talks, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Nobody has to agree with anybody else. Definitely don't have to agree with me. In fact, y'all probably be mad at me on this channel more than y'all ever have. But hey, an opinion is what it is, and like I said, y'all know Ashley keeps it real. But hey, y'all, this thing hurt my hand anyway. But hey, y'all, I have finally officially started my second channel to expand the SaysSo universe. And one more thing, if you guys see something else with a SaysSo name on it and you guys don't see my face anywhere on the product, on the video, on the channel, it is not affiliated with Ashley Says So. Love y'all so much. Click the link in the top comment to subscribe to SaysSo Talk. Also, Amazon wishlist is on the description if you guys want to send me gifts. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys soon with another video on both channels, baby. Kabooyah! Yeah! All right, y'all. Bye.